Okay, I I was so excited to make this video that I made my coffee twice. Not because I needed more coffee, but because I actually just poured in the water and then immediately clicked start. And I didn't put in the coffee grinds, and I didn't realize it until I looked at my coffee and wondered, hey, it's for coffee, for black coffee, this is pretty light. Needless to say, I am very excited to show this off. When you log on to Torrent, you're going to get a screen like this. On the left, it's going to show your energy, which is what you use to attack and revive people. It's what you do. It's like your physical energy. And then there's your nerve, which is used for doing crimes. So if you want to be like, you know what, I really want to go steal cash, I don't know, or rob a bank, that will use up a certain amount of your crime. Like how with energy, attacking somebody will use up 25 energy. Reviving somebody from the hospital will use up 75 energy. But then they're revived at full health. If you attack somebody, you can either leave them, which kind of gives the most respect for if you're in a faction, which is just a gang. If you leave the person there and you don't mug them or anything, then it generates the most respect, which is almost like a currency for your faction, which basically means, I'll play out a little scenario. Hey, person. Ah! Damn it. My schnoz, what did you do? I've been defeated. Oh no. Please don't mug me. Oh, I won't mug you, but only because I'm so cool, I don't need to mug you. I'm in a faction, boy. You make yourself look cool. By leaving them there, you're good. It's whatever. You can also hospitalize them. I mean, they're going to the hospital anyway, but if you really want to screw them over, if you click hospitalize or hosp, I'm not sure which one it says, then, what was it? If you click that, right, instead of putting them in there for like 20 minutes or something, you put them in there for like 6 hours. So it's pretty crazy. Which is why you should use your energy to go to the gym first, to train up, get buff, and all that good stuff. So yeah, and then there's your happiness. If you have low happiness, I'm pretty sure you do lower damage. But I know for a fact if you're doing gym trains, if you're training at the gym, I mean, then the happier you are, the more the better your stats will be. So if you're training your strength, you're lifting your weights, you're doing all that, or you're running, you're doing your cardio, doing all those little tidbits, all the good stuff, you're going to be able to do a lot more when you're happy, feeling upbeat, than when you're like, I'm out running, it's a beautiful day. Like, who does that? Why did I even do that? I don't know. I probably woke somebody up. And then there's your life, which is, of course, your life. Like, it's your HP, your hit points. Or health points, as some people say. I'm not sure which one. It depends on the game. In this case, it's literally just life. Like, if you get hit, you're going to lose some life. It can't go to 0, so that's good. I just realized a bug in my friend's game, which was that he would let the HP go to 0 and then wouldn't regenerate. Anyway, that's a side thing. Your HP will only go as low as 1, and you'll just be in the hospital. You will not die, but you will be hospitalized. And then there's a chain, which means all the members in your faction, remember, faction means gang, so all the members in your gang faction thing, when they're doing hits, like say, here, I'll do an example. I'm going to look up a random player, and I'm going to hit them, okay? So, don't worry about how I got here. I'll explain this later, because I have a special app that's showing me this stuff, like a special extension called Torn Tools, which puts this little filter on. Normally there's a row of like 20 players down here, but in this case there isn't, because I have this extension only showing me these guys. So then you see --1-sexybabe-. That's her username. I'm going to hold down my mouse on that person. That says their last action was 5 years ago. I'm pretty sure they're not coming back to this game. So I'm going to go ahead and just beat the crap out of them. Okay? When you do that, when you click attack, the little gun icon, you'll see this. Someone's already attacked her, and she's been regenerating for a while now. I'm going to click start fight, and regret that I forgot to equip my knife. Now, I can either use my primary weapon, a freaking minigun, a secondary weapon, I can't remember what it's called. Normally I have a diamond bladed knife, which I'm pretty sure she actually has, but I forgot to equip it because I unequipped it before. Don't worry, normally it's automatically done and all that. It's all good for you. I'm dumb, I forgot. And I have a pepper spray, or I can just punch her in the face, which I'm going to do right now. I punched her in the lady balls. I've punched her in the lady balls. That's lovely. Okay, so I'm just going to shoot her in the face with a minigun. Or in the chest, that works. So you can leave them, which generates the most respect, because you're like, I don't need to do anything to you. You can mug them, steal some of their money, which, since she's been inactive for 5 years, I'm going to say she doesn't have much money. Or you can hospitalize them, which means you just beat the crap out of them some more. Don't worry, it doesn't use up any extra energy. And, yeah, it'll put them in there. I'm going to leave them because I don't need anything from them. Continue. And now we're going to go back to that chain icon, okay? You remember what that looked like? If not, you can go back in the video. That should say 1. See? Because I made a hit. So in my gang, in my faction, if people make 9 more hits, we start a chain. But they have to do it before that timer runs out. Otherwise, they have to... What was it? You hit until the timer runs... Before the timer runs out, or else the chain stops. And as you can see, I have a newsletter down here. I have an event down here. And these are my merits, meaning like achievements. So at different points in the game, it'll be like, oh, you started the game. There's an achievement. Good job. And it'll give you a point for that. Let's see. Events are things like this person attacked you, or your rental is about to expire, kind of thing. Actually, I'll click on it so I can show you. These are my events. Someone, like a user, bought some items from my bazaar, which means, like, bazaar is like an item market, but it's one that I run. So it's my own little shop, basically. I don't know why I said basically. It literally is my own little shop. And then we're going to go to our mail icon. Beside that, on the left, as you can see, I have one thing. It's a faction newsletter. It's talking about St. Patrick's Day. My faction is very informative. They're very, like, they let you know everything about what's going on. And so they're saying, okay, here's what the event does. Here's what I'm going to be doing. Here's, what was it? Yeah, they already told us. They had us prep for this at Christmas. So, green stout. Cool. So yeah, my faction is super helpful with this stuff. So I didn't even know that I could, quote, search the city for the green stout. But I guess I'll do that later. What else did I want to do? Home, item, city. Right. I'm pretty sure I said some part in there where there was flying and stuff that went on. So we're going to do that. But first, we're going to do the cycle. I'm going to go to work. Wow. Yay. Fun. I have 27 job points right here. Do you know what that means? I'm going to scroll down. It means I can... Oh, yeah. I work at an adult novelty store. Don't pay any attention to that. It's just in the game, okay? I don't do that in real life. Don't. So I'm going to grab one of these special DVDs, and I actually have to send it away because my boss man owner, wait, that's not right. What is the owner of the company's name? The boss. I feel like there's a different name for it, but I can't remember. Anyway, instead of paying me, he gets me to pay him because my stats are incredibly low So what he does is he has me send him one of these things each week, which is something you'll be able to do once your stats are a bit better. So you just type in his name. And then I'll say the reason is weekly EUD. Okay, I'm pretty sure I can just cut this part out of the episode. So yeah, if you see little cuts here and there, it's not because you're missing information, it's because I'm sitting here saying, alright, and okay. Okay, I'm not going to over-explain things too early, unless I already have over-explained it, in which case, well, my bad. Oh, and I'll equip my knife while I'm sitting here. I can see my faction has sent messages. What did they say? Try shoplifting. Oh yeah, see look, there's some... Don't drop the soap. See, as I was saying, they're funny. So they make good jokes. They make friendly jokes kind of thing. They're that like tight-knit community kind of thing. And when someone else comes in, they're immediately like brought in. Okay? There's no like, oh, we're tight-knit and no one else is cutting through the fabric. No. As soon as you show up, they're like, alright, you are our friend now. You are one of us. You've joined the family. And I say that because they have a family environment. Whereas other factions will be like, okay, you need to show up at this time and you need to do this and make this many hits on the chain and blah, 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 and all that stuff. They're very drill sergeant-ish kind of thing. It sucks. And being in a faction grants you a ton of benefits, so why not? I mean, I got a ton of extra... I can buy like 10 extra items when flying just because I'm in this faction. That's pretty good. And all I gotta do is hit 10 people every month. Like, during a chain. So yeah, and they're in the middle of explaining what to do for crimes. They will walk you through every single step. That's how I got here. That's how I got to be such a fan of the game. Is that they walked me through it. And even then, there's going to be missions, as you can see in this tab that I'm opening right now. Sorry, the tab I'm opening right now. You're going to see there are missions, and it will walk you through the different levels, starting with George over here. And he'll walk you through getting started, and all these things. And everything is set up very neatly. If you don't know what to do, go to George. Do the missions. If you've done those, ask my faction. Open the chat or join the Discord group, because they will need you to join the Discord. And if it's really too much, turn off notifications from them. But they do actually a lot of giveaways, which is surprising. But let's see. Takes at least 3 minimum attacks unless you have marriage faction perks. Okay, so put this guy in the hospital for 12 hours. That's my mission right now. So I'm going to accept the contract so I can show you guys what this does. There's a guy here. His name is 7. I have to put him in the hospital for 12 hours. That's my mission. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to hospitalize him this time, okay? And we've still got time. At the very end of this, I will show you guys how to travel, okay? That's going to be all well and fine. Now I'm just going to shank him because that's easiest and that's a guaranteed hit every time. Ah, the bugger hit me. You frick. Alright, fine, I'll pepper spray you. How do you like them apples? I'll shank you several times just for good measure. He's shanking me back. That's not cool. Hospitalize. Yes. Life goals. Let's see, scroll down. I hospitalized him for how long? Ooh, anonymously. Nice. How long is he hospitalized for? How do I check that? I don't know. I could ask my faction and they would tell me. Oh, but it tells me right here. 3 hours and 12... Oh, God. That's going to take forever. Alright, you know what? Then we're going to hit the gym. Okay, we've done our job. We've hit people. I've explained the stats. Again, if you have any questions at all, send me a message. My Discord, I'll put my Discord server's in the description. My Instagram is also in the description. Everything you could possibly need is in the description down below. And if you really want, leave a comment. I will do a whole another video, okay? I will explain all of this in even more depth. I'll break down each concept like a tutorial. I'll start a tutorial. I'll be like breaking down strength, breaking down all these things. Okay, so as you can see, here are each of my stats. Strength, defense, speed, and dexterity. Each one has a different number. So, I did not know there was a total until I hovered over that. I have never hovered over that before. My strength is at like almost 22,000, which is a lot, whereas my defense is at maybe almost 2,000, which is not much whatsoever. That's because I don't train my strength, because I have a feeling I might as well just train myself to dodge an attack instead of take the attack, because then I can spend more energy raising my ability to dodge than take the hit. Like, why would I even bother taking the hit? I can buy like really expensive, neat armor later in the game, but I can't buy the ability to dodge. So why would I do that? So what I did is, since I have this extension, Torn Tools, I can just click that button and it hides it from me. So I can't even click that if I wanted to. Alright, and then let's see. Which one do I want to train? Well, my speed is the lowest, so I'm going to train that. Trained, I gained 52. Now it takes a long time to build up these stats unless you do a happy jump, which is basically you stack a bunch of items in a really precise way that I can explain another time if you'd like me to, or you can check out my faction's forum for it. And you make a character so happy that when he goes to the gym, he's like, let's go! And he's all doped up, and he's just way too happy to be there. So instead of gaining 52.92 speed, he'll gain 5200 speed. So it's pretty good. At least I think so. Oh, right, and there's a button up here that literally shows the tutorial. So I just click hide on that because I don't need it, but by default it will be on. And next we are going to do crimes. So these are all your crimes down here, all very lovely. And more of them will show depending on how much nerve you have. You have a natural set amount, minus 25. Thanks to my faction, I get a plus 5. So that's very, very cool of them. Normally you start out by searching for cash, and you can do that a lot. So you would click search for cash, and you would pick a location. I am way above that, but still, I'm only at armed robberies. And even then, there's some of these lower tasks that I can't do. The best thing to do is to go shoplift and go to the clothes shop and steal jackets. Jackets is by far the easiest, best thing you can do in the beginning. But first, I would probably say search for cash or sell copied media like 20 to 50 times. And if you really want a precise number, ask my faction. They know that too. Or better yet, click this button up here. Go down to forum posts and search up crimes, and it will tell you all the things. It will show you all the guides and all that. Again, there will be stuff for that. I'll put the torn link in the description of this video for sure. If I forget that, I will never let myself forget it. That makes no sense. So here's my crime. I'm going to do a thorough robbery. I click that. Success! I got $338. I click try again, and I just keep doing it. Now, it's blue. That means I didn't win. I didn't get the money, but I didn't get sent to jail. That's very key, because if I get sent to jail by doing a crime that I'm not ready for, I lose a ton of XP. It is very unforgiving, which is why you have to be very, very careful with it. So I highly recommend asking my faction, like, for help. What else do we gotta do? Let's see, if you really want to hit the casino, you can do that, but I personally do not recommend it. Since I've been not hitting the casino, my money has gone up 29 million. That's a lot. And once you hit level 15, you'll be hitting that too. Easy. Well, not easy. It's easy, but it's time consuming. like it takes a while to get there. Unless, say, you're in a faction and they can help you out, and just saying, they're not going to give you free money most of the time, but they will, like, they'll help you get there. They will do everything they can. Someone once loaned me like $10 million, and then they said, keep it. Who does that? I don't even know. They're not even Canadian. They have no reason to be that nice. That's a joke, of course. I know Canadians might be offended. We're all rude. Don't tell our secret. Don't tell any of the Americans that we're actually really rude sometimes. Who else just messaged? Yeah, it wasn't one of who got people killed this time. See? They all like to have fun. Alright, now what was I doing? Right, education. Of course, this is very, very important. Literally, of course. So I am taking the Bachelor of Computer Science course, which I'm also hoping to take in real life, so this works out. Alright, I gotta keep it down. Basically what you do, you go in and you pick a course. I don't know which one of these you would want. I've always kind of struggled with picking one of these. So I went for computer science because in real life I'm a programmer, so like screw it, why not? In the beginning you'll always have to take the introduction and you'll get different abilities, but it costs a certain amount of money and it takes a certain amount of real life time. Okay? Because Torn time, as you see up here, is based on real time. So that's not my actual time, but that's like standard, I think, GMT time, because I am 5 hours either behind or ahead of Torn. I can't remember which one. Basically, your time will likely be different than the Torn time. I really hope that's making sense. I'll put a label up here. Torn time, my time. Okay? They both run at the exact same rate, 1 second per second. So 1 second in real life is 1 second in Torn. There's no fast travel, no speeding up. You just have to wait, in this case, 5 days, 14 hours, and 24 minutes. You have to wait that in real time. Unless, let's go to merits, because you can actually decrease this time if you have these merits, which you get by unlocking achievements, like I mentioned earlier in the beginning of the video. In my case, it says education life. You can spend merits on this. This upgrade will decrease the amount of days you have to wait to complete an education course. There you go. So 5 days might be 3 days, or it might actually be 30 days, and because I've maxed out on this, then it's only like 5 days. So it's very, very good. I highly recommend it. Always get education first, and then get bank interest. That's what I've learned. But at the same time, people say it's not worth it to put things in the bank unless you have like $2 billion, which I don't understand. But I put my stuff in the bank anyway because it's safe there. But I put it overseas, over in the Cayman Islands, which we're about to go to right now. Because guess what? We're at the end of our video. So, let's go. But first, we have literally only one thing to do. This is the wrong page. We have one thing to do. And that, wait, we have 2 things to do. Only 2 possible things. 1, search the city for items. So you click on map, and if there's anything in the city, it'll tell you. There'll be a little black bubble. Like if I zoom in, you see this little orange bubble here? Well, there'll be a little black one on the map, and when you click on it, it'll give you items. Now these little orange ones and stuff like that, they don't do anything. These big ones are all different locations. So if you really want to go to church, you can click on that and you can go pray. If you pray enough, eventually you will atone for your sins, but I've never got there. So I'll pray. You kneel down and repent of your sins. Do it again. And there we go. I have repented my sins twice today. That's a lot. Pretty good. Now we're going to go to the city. Go to quick links. I always use quick links usually because I don't want to be sitting there forever. Oh, right. Now, because I have a bazaar, which costs me like 250 points, points is like, you know how you'll play a game and you have coins, but then you have diamonds, and diamonds usually cost money, right? Well, those are diamonds. Points are diamonds in this game. So what we're going to do is we're going to click on Bazaar. You go to your items page, which is found right below the home icon. You will not see this torn tools thing unless you have torn tools installed on your browser. Let's see. We are going to click Bazaar. If you're starting out, you would click on Item Market. In this little side pane, you would go to City and you would click on the Item Market. For one, why do I have 140 bikinis? Did I buy those at the Cayman Islands? So I'm going to click Add Items. And we are going to see... Roll the road again. We have 26 bikinis. It says they're normally worth 28,000. Why did they drop? Alright, we're going to sell all of them and sell them for 28,500. Oh, sorry. 500. I just want these things sold. I want them gone. Okay? Now, we're probably going to be mugged if we're not really, really quick. So, this might be a learning experience. We're going to click on the city, and we're going to add something to the item market, just so I can show you guys what it's like. And this video is already at half an hour, so I might as well. And if I get mugged, then there we go. You're going to learn what it's like to be learn what it's like to be mugged. We're going to click Add Listing so that we can, of course, put something up for sale. I need water. And let's just sell a blood bag. And for practice purposes, we're going to sell it for $10 million. So here we go. Put that up. Oh, it's big screen TV. Sure, why not? Big screen. Wait, no, because I was collecting items. 10 million. Hopefully someone misclicks. Oh, maximum video. Okay, I've started a new video. Cool. We're just gonna put that up there for fun. You will have to pay a small fee to put it up. Normally it's much less than 300,000, but whatever. That's just me. Perfect. That is now up there. So I'm gonna go to the city now, and I'm gonna fly, because this is the very last thing we gotta do. Click city. Alright, I gotta talk quickly because I'm running out of space on my tablet, and I just had to delete 2 games, okay? This will only apply when you're level 15. So, travel agency, you go. Alright? And what you're gonna do is you're gonna pick a country, and you're gonna fly there. If you're just starting out, I highly recommend going to the Cayman Islands or China. I'm gonna fly to the Cayman Islands because I'll be able to go on in a bit and fly back. And it says, if I click it, it's only gonna take me 25 minutes to get there. So I'm going to click continue. I'm going to go. Boom. Done. That is a really dragged out, really deeply explained version. If you want me to carry on, explain more, let me know. I will do a whole tutorial. I will explain it to you through text, through graph, through whatever you need. And as I said in my earlier videos when I first promoted this in It's Time to Talk Touring, I will help you out every step of the way, whether you choose to join my faction or not. That's up to you. Regardless, I hope you have a great day, and thank you so much for watching.